What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610. Today we're going to talk about the two rank 7 monsters that we're getting from Galactic Overlord, the two that everyone have been talking about and everyone's been discussing which one's better. They're both numbers monsters and they're both going to be secret rares, which is kind of interesting as well. The first one we'll talk about is number 11, Big Eye. Of course it's a numbers monster, which is really cool, and it's a rank 7, which is really interesting at that as well. It is a dark spellcaster XC monster, which I always thought was kind of interesting, you know, that it's a spellcaster type, but whatever. It's kind of, I don't even know what the monster looks like. It kind of looks like some kind of horn thing that's upside down with a ring around it. I don't know. I wish it looked more like a creature. I don't know. It looks like some kind of weird inanimate object, though. Anyway, though, back on subject. Its effect is that once per turn you can detach an XC material from this card to target one monster your opponent controls. Take control of the monster. This card cannot attack during the turn you have this effect. So yeah, it has 2,600 attack, 2,000 defense. Not bad. It has a pretty good attack and defense. It has more of a mind control ability, which is really nice. It requires 2 level 7s, which is very nice as well. Level 7s aren't going to be too... It's not going to be an easy one to XC summon. I'm hoping in the future it's going to be easier to XC summon for these higher level ones. The main combo I could talk about that you could use to bring out this card, and of course the other one we're going to talk about, is Fog King and Infernal Reckless Summon. You could team those up together because Infernal Reckless Summon, I believe, has it whenever you special summon a monster with 1,500 or less attack. Then you get to special summon the other two with the same name from your deck, hand, or graveyard. And Fog King can be special summoned from your hand and it has 0 attack when it's done like that. So I think you could combo those together. Of course, it's a level 7. And you could bring out both of these Xemos that we're going to talk about like that. But that's the only combo I can think of off the top of my head that would be an easy way to bring out, unless you use Gaga Magician and Gaga Girl. That's another combo I can think of. Really, though, there's not a whole lot of easy combos for this yet. Hopefully in the future we'll see more. But it's an interesting card where you can take over your opponent's monsters. That's kind of a neat idea. It can attack, but I guess your opponent's monster that you've taken over can. I could see this coming in handy against heroics because they can power themselves up. Take away one of their powered up monsters, attack them with it, you know, which would be pretty awesome. Or use their monster for XC summons or synchro summoning. I like how the monster does not go back to them. You know, so that's kind of an interesting thing, because most of the time with like mind control stuff, the monster goes back, or, you know, enemy controller, all those cards usually give the monster back after the turn's over. So you actually have to keep the monster, which is an interesting thing on this, which they kind of should let you do, since this card, like I said, isn't going to be too easy to bring out. But yeah, this is a very interesting card, and I don't really know what to think about this one too much. It's cool, and I do want to get one of these from Galactic Overlord to try it out. But not really much of an opinion on this one. It seems kind of bland, and, you know, just kind of your average rank 7 in my opinion. But let's talk about the next one. The next one is number 7, Lucky Straight. What's really interesting is that we're talking about number 7 and 11. So there you go. It's kind of interesting that they both rhyme, and they're both, you put them together in their convenience store. Anyway, though, this one I believe is the most interesting, yet it will be harder to bring out XC monster. It is, of course, number 7, Lucky Straight, a light XC monster, rank 7, fairy type, and it requires 3 level 7 monsters to XC summon into it. So that's not going to be too easy, but you can use the other combos like I talked about to still bring it out. Its effect is you can attach 1 XC material from this card to roll a 6-sided die twice. This card's attack becomes times 700 of the higher result until your opponent's next end phase. If the sum of the result is 7, you can apply one of these effects. And all the different effects you get to choose from are the first one is send all of the cards on the field to the graveyard. The second one that you can choose is special summon 1 monster from your hand or either player's graveyard. And the third one is you can draw 3 cards, discard 2. So it's kind of like a Graceful Charity kind of an effect. I find this card really interesting. I really like it more than, well, just about any numbers monster, to be honest, because I kind of like how it's more based on luck, of course, hence the name, but it looks like it'd be the most fun to use. Its effects are very powerful, but you have to get the right dice roll. You can use other cards to help with dice rolls, because we have, I believe, a trick called Reroll, which lets you re-roll a dice, and it's just that simple. The thing is, too, I believe I've heard before that you can actually use this effect more than once per turn. I think as long as you're going for a different effect, and like you can't use its effect twice and then do the send all other cards on the field to the graveyard thing, as an example. But you can like do, okay, the first effect and then roll again, and then go for the third effect, which lets you draw 3 cards. I believe you can do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, in the comments, and I'm sure you guys will on that, but I believe I am correct on that. What I find funny about this card, though, is everything about it is 7s, though. You know, it's number 7. It has to have 7 for the effect. It's 700 attack and defense, and it requires level 7 monsters, which is really funny. But this is the one I'm most excited about, to be honest. I think it will be the most fun to use. I know it's more based on luck, but in some ways I feel like it's stronger, because if you can actually do its effect right, it's going to be a really powerful monster, and even if not, you're more than likely it's going to gain a good attack, as long as you have a good dice roll. I mean, you think about it, let's see if my math is good. Alright, you roll a 6, okay? Even if you don't get one of its effects, you use its other ability where you can multiply it times 700. What would be, let's see, 4,200 attack, if I'm not wrong, if you roll a 6. So yeah, that's a very powerful monster still. Or, you know, you can go down the line where it would be like 5 would be 3,500. I mean, really, you have pretty good chances of getting a powerful monster anyway, which is really nice. But yeah, what do you guys think about these two? Which one do you like better? I know a lot of people have been talking about which one is better. To me, I feel like number 7 is better. I understand that number 11 is more of the, if you want to go the safe route, and probably easier to bring out because it just requires 2 versus 3. But Lucky Straight seems like it's the more fun to use. The artwork's better, in my opinion. Just everything about it. I just really like this card. I really hope I get this card. I don't know if it's going to end up being a high dollar one. Same with number 11. I kind of doubt either one are going to be high dollar because they're not going to be the easiest to summon. But they're still really nice, and being numbers monsters, it's really cool as well. So please tell me what you guys think. Like I said, my vote is for number 7, Lucky Straight. So anyway, please subscribe if you haven't, and if there are any other random videos you guys want me to do, like talking about other new cards coming out, or just helpful videos that you guys want to know about because you don't understand something in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulebook or whatever, in general, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, just tell me in the comments below or send me a message. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching my latest video. Be sure to subscribe before you leave, and also be sure to leave a comment and rate this video before you leave as well. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Later.